in a way better mood than I
Now
was
we're
the last
going.
episode.
Yeah, last episode, Luke literally was on his phone for half the episode. But honestly, after the editing,
It ended up being okay.
it ended up being good. I watched
Especially
it
after
today.
yesterday's reel. Come on.
Bro, okay, so it's always the ones that you think won't go viral that do go viral, which
Unbelievable.
is a bad feeling, but at the same time, such a nice feeling. Because when you... if you notice, there's a little haze in the room.
Trying something new.
It actually kind of tastes bad.
Really? I haven't tasted it.
Well, I just inhaled a lot. It's called the Smoke Ninja Pro.
They're not a sponsor of
And
this video, but please, please do.
It's a fog machine, only like $300.
Only.
Bruh, it's so expensive.
It's probably like $250, but then you forget the attachments.
Well, I thought it was like $75 because it's on TikTok. And then I was like, Luke, how much is this thing? He's like, yeah, it's $300.
I mean, I guess we're going to see if it's worth it.
Yeah. And can you all even tell? Drop a comment. Also, drop a comment if you can hear this in the background, because I don't know. We have differing opinions on that.
This is really what made it $300, because I could have gotten it, but if I didn't spend the extra $50, you don't get the extra remote, and then I'd have to go back there and touch it every time.
Oh my gosh, you'd have to put your hand on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. Instead, you have to put your hand on something else.
But I think about it, like I would have to like stop adjusting the podcast.
Oh, you're so right, man.
I literally
so
like
worth
this.
the money. That's so worth the money. We couldn't.
You know, like I wonder what happens if I hit the. You know that song?
Yeah, I do know that song from when I was 8 years old. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, Luke, for the first time ever, prepared some topics instead of me. So
consider me Jamie to Joe Rogan to this episode.
yeah, except you're actually on camera.
Yep.
Wow, that thing's a hunker.
Less hunky now that there's not as much on it.
Well, that's true.
Imagine it actually lost weight.
It probably did with the amount of stuff you had on your desktop. So I know your first thing is the new Fuji camera. And
Dude, the new Fuji. Also, what's up with Fuji making their name so long? The GFX100 RF medium format.
Honestly, at least you know like what you're getting.
But Canon be out
specs-wise.
here like, oh yeah, we made the new R6. And
That is kinda nice,
Fuji's
though.
like, the GFX100 RF medium format. Come
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you spend that much money, you might as well pay for the extra
on.
title.
I mean, maybe even Sony's like, here's the FX3. Like,
How much does it cost? Can you look that up?
I can look it up for us.
Yeah, please go ahead. So basically, Sony announced a medium format camera, and I've really been looking into getting a medium format camera. The only thing is, I can't justify it because
Guess
I'm poor.
how much it costs.
$7,000.
Oh no, that was way high. It's 5,000 ish. It's like
It's-
449.
I wouldn't say that's way high.
Yeah, I mean compared to the R6 or the A series.
That's true. The A1,
Yeah.
that thing expensive. But basically, medium format for those of you who are casual listeners of this podcast and not absolute nerds.
Like me.
Medium format is literally, so there's Super 35, which is the same size as like a 35 millimeter camera film piece, and then there's APS-C. Oh, there's also Micro Four Thirds, but that's for losers. So then there's
Hey yo,
it is.
Panasonic's gonna come for your head.
I don't care. Micro Four Thirds, dude. Like imagine, like walking up to someone being like, "Yo, can I borrow a lens?" And they're like, "Yeah, what do you need?" You're like, "Yeah, Micro Four Thirds."
That's valid.
They're like, "Take a walk." APS-C, I get it. Everyone has APS-C lenses.
yeah.
Micro Four Thirds, come on. So there's APS-C, then full frame, which is what we're shooting on right now, which it lets more light in. Like the bigger sensor, the more light that gets into it, which it just makes it better all around. Because like, who doesn't want more light? Because more light is more detail. Then there's medium format and then large format, and I don't even know what constitutes a large format sensor. Can you look that up? What
Yeah.
constitutes a large format sensor? But a medium format sensor is just beautiful because you get like, generally nowadays you get like 100 megapixels out of it, which in terms of printing, so like our cameras, we can print I think 14 or 11 by 24 at it being a really good quality. Medium format, and then the R5C for reference is a 45 megapixel sensor, so you can do like 2 feet by 3 feet, but then medium format you can do 4 feet by 6 feet printing, and it will be so high quality that you can walk up and literally stand face to face with it like this, and it will be still the same quality as if you were to look at it from afar, which is incredible.
Same.
Like that's what everyone dreams of for
Yeah,
prints.
I mean that's what I would love to do. But yeah, large format is basically any sensor bigger than full frame or Super 35. So
Okay. Wait, is there a graph? Let's see this graph. Oh, so okay, so technically large format in terms of photography doesn't really exist.
it's just bigger than medium
Just
format.
big.
Yeah.
It's just a big sensor. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Because I know, like, Ari makes a large format cinema camera.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing's just outlandish.
Speaking of cinema cameras, another topic.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sony teases the new full-frame E-mount cinema camera.
Okay, here's my thing with E-mount. We've been getting a lot of comments recently.
So many comments.
People have been arguing in our comments, too, which is super helpful for the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I kept, like, baiting a guy to keep commenting, and then at the end of the argument, I ended the argument by saying, thanks for driving up my analytics. I've been baiting you this whole time. He didn't even respond to that comment, so that's how you know it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won. But yeah, like E-mount, it's nice. Like there's a lot of options for E-mount.
Is that what the G-series lenses are?
G series?
Or the G, what's the Sony lenses called?
The G Masters.
Yeah, G Masters.
Yeah, any Sony lens is E-mount.
Okay. So, but then why is the FX30 not an E-mount? Like, what's the cinema?
No, it is. It is.
So, the Sony cinema camera would be like the Burano.
Yeah, just another.
It's gonna be a cheaper cinema camera, probably.
I hope so, because like when you look at the Burano and the Venice, like dude, those are people are
yeah.
they're expensive, dude. My face muscle just like tweaked. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, it's like
where you like yawn or like squeeze your neck or something and it gets stuck. That happens to me
100%.
like every day.
sometimes whenever like
Unrelated to
do
cameras,
you ever like
but-
wipe your nose like that and then it just like stays like gets stuck?
Can't say I relate to that at all. Just you, buddy.
Dang.
I do be wiping my nose a lot though,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. If you ever see me driving, the odds are I'm knuckle deep in my nose.
Yeah. But I don't know. So like the new like a full frame E-mount cinema camera is intriguing for like a lot of videographers, but I don't think it's something that I would be interested in necessarily.
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not rich enough, nor do I have the longing to sell all my lenses and switch to E-mount
100%.
in general. Because every time I work with Sony colors, I hate it.
Yeah, and that's what I've come down to do is like it's just not worth the effort of selling all of my Canon gear to switch to Sony.
Yeah.
It's like if I was starting today, would I start with Sony? Maybe.
Possibly.
Low-key,
Maybe I would start with the A6500 or
But
something.
also no, like if I was starting from scratch, I probably wouldn't because like I feel like Sony's more expensive than Canon right now. So if I was starting, I'd probably still go Canon just because it would be cheaper to start.
It is cheaper. You want to know a crazy recommendation I gave to someone this week? You won't believe what it is.
What?
The Canon R100.
I don't even know the specs.
Bro,
What are the specs?
It's literally the smallest camera RF that they make. Smallest, cheapest camera. Doesn't even have a flip out screen. But they were like, yo.
Is it for like a real estate or something?
No, it's for like a student choir kind of deal.
For video or photo?
For photo and some video. And so it's 24 megapixels, so about the same as the R6, but it's a crop sensor camera. And it does 4K. Like it does 4K 24.
Okay.
So like it has all the specs that you need. It's just so small and bare bones. But I hooked them up with they asked me for a gear list. Guess what lenses I got them?
Huh.
28 2.8, 35 2.8, 85 f2.
All primes?
All primes.
Yeah.
All RF primes too. So they're going to be set.
Okay.
Yeah, and that I was like, guys, listen. You gave me this budget. I said, absolutely we can make this work. And I was like, this is what I'm giving you because I want you eventually down the line, once you have more funds and more backing, to upgrade your camera body to like, say, like an R6.
Maybe an R5C or something.
Well, think about how cheap an R6 would be by the time it's time.
So cheap.
Literally
in a year, that thing will be dog cheap.
Exactly. Like Facebook Marketplace, dude, you could go on there and get one for like $600 in like 2 years.
Maybe not that much, but
okay, I will say, you know what?
Somehow like the T7i still has a value of like
That's what I was
gonna
say. T7Is, why are they holding their value?
They should literally make $100. I'm not even kidding.
I will say, great camera. If I were to go pick up an emergency camera right this second, probably a T8i or a T7i.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I have one. And it is my backup, I guess. But like
an emergency
for photos, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You'd be video, you're toast.
Emergency photo camera, I'd have to go with the RP. If I only had like $600,
dude. Yeah, and for video, honestly, the M50 Like you can't do log, but
Take those words out of your
no,
mouth.
No.
I do not want to hear
it's
you
a
out.
terrible little dinky camera, but like the 4K quality is decent. Like I use it in like for one of my other clients. We use 2 of them, and I'm not gonna lie, not having log does suck sometimes because I have to match the log to whatever that's shooting.
Yeah.
But the 4K it looks fine. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, pull up the specs on the M50 because I personally have been an M50 hater since day one, and I gotta know.
I mean, it is a little dinky.
Still
thing.
$650. Okay.
Yeah. It has specs.
So it does 1080 120.
Yeah, it is APS-C.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's like
Here's my thing. EFM lenses and
that I will say was the most annoying thing to me, but I didn't buy I bought adapters and just bought EF lenses.
Okay, cool. Like what even is EFM? That's
it's
just
like tiny. It's like micro APS-C sensor lenses. So it's literally like the tiniest thing.
So it's mirrorless crop sensor lenses.
Yes, basically.
Okay. That sounds literally like the worst investment you could ever make.
It will like to buy the lenses for it because I did end up buying a wide like a 22 EFM.
Okay, yeah.
Because I couldn't get when I was adapting the wider ones, it was like too much of a crop factor, and I needed a really wide shot.
Right.
But that lens was like so ridiculously overpriced on KH because it's so specific and no one wants them. So
that is the thing. That's the thing. I was watching this video about a guy and he was like selling all my random cameras. I don't understand. You have to have so much money to support multiple camera systems.
100%.
Like people are always like, "Dang, Court, like you have a great setup. Like I don't know how you afford that." And then they'll have like 6 cameras with 6 different lenses. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you could afford triple my setup.
Yeah.
If you just invested into one, like,
dude,
type
I will
of
say
setup.
My setup now on the Steadicam, when you like have everything together, it looks like I'm like insane. Like way better than I actually am, to be so respectful to myself. Like,
well, that's the thing. The second you start adding a matte box or like V-mount batteries or a top handle,
game over.
You look way better than you are. And that's why everyone's rigging out like their ZV-E10s.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a problem with the ZV-E1 because apparently it is full frame.
Okay.
The ZV-E10 though,
dude. Well,
I kind of gotta hate on
I've
it.
even been seeing people rig out like iPhones, like full rig, like light microphone.
Dude, I gotta pull this up because it actually made me like I didn't know how to feel in life anymore. This dude rigged out complete with a teleprompter, a Delgado teleprompter. Guess what he rigged out?
I don't know.
DJI Osmo.
Oh my! Why would you?
Osmo,
why would you do that?
The Osmo Pocket.
It's got to be for clicks at that point. Like, there's no genuine reason to do that.
Let me look it up.
But it is funny because like something that like I saw someone do like on social media somewhere. It was like they like their DJI Osmo, their Insta360 like behind the scenes on their rig and like doing stuff, so they could get behind the scenes content and like the content they were shooting. And so literally, I was doing a wedding a week or 2 ago, and I literally like rigged the Insta360 onto my camera cage. That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Okay, that's also something I'll say is like, why do you need a teleprompter on a handheld rig? I would never put a teleprompter because like my subject isn't gonna be able to read it still.
I guess for the news.
On a handheld?
Yeah, I guess
you put on a tripod. Really so I don't know why there's like I saw an ad the other day for a teleprompter. And
okay, if y'all want to look this guy up, his name's Zoss on TikTok. I am Zoss with a Z. I mean, no hate to bro because he is clearly raking in the views.
Yeah.
But like leave us
that setup is crazy.
Yeah, his setups are actually nuts. But leave us a comment if you actually use that thing because what is the use case for a rigged out Osmo? Like isn't the entire point of the Osmo to like be portable?
Cam, right? Like a balanced action cam.
Okay, speaking of action cams, the DJI GoPro unmatched.
I don't even know what it is.
So like it's like an Osmo GoPro. Dude, the quality on it mind-boggling compared to like an actual GoPro.
The Combo 2?
No, look up like DJI Osmo 5 Action.
Oh.
Dude, this thing.
Oh, that does go
the
underwater.
The quality is so nuts. Not to bring up Peter McKinnon again, but he did a video on it, and listen, GoPro, you get that GoPro look. I feel like the DJI Action Osmo thing, it can kind of get away with it.
I will say, I've seen so many people using the DJI mics over the Rode mics, and I generally don't think anyone should be. Like, I think the Rode mics are worth
Well,
The
so
Rode
here's my thing.
Pros.
The people who are using the Rode stuff are okay. This is actually a total lie. But I'm gonna say it anyways. People who use the DJI mics are notorious hand holders.
Yeah.
And
Or they use like the necklace one.
Clip the box on their shirt. Rode, bro, you gotta just take the 5 seconds, wire yourself up with a lav mic.
Oh, you use the lavs?
Are you kidding me? Why
I
would
do
you not?
sometimes, but
It's
like
so unprofessional to have that on video camera.
it really depends on what you're shooting. Like not like it really. Also, like
It takes half a second to rig it up.
no, because also I really think it depends. Like if you're shooting like YouTube content, it's kind of cool to have it in the shot. You don't really like need to hide it.
The box?
Yeah, the road looks cool and awesome. Someone back me up in the
Cool
comment
and
section.
awesome. It looks like
The 3 lights.
lazy. It's so lazy.
It's YouTube.
It's a huge.
It's YouTube content.
Bro, we're shooting on an anamorphic full-frame sensor at 6K.
We're literally a videography podcast, though.
Yeah, but it's going on YouTube nonetheless.
So you're saying that Logan Paul should take the time to laugh himself up every time?
Yes.
There's no one does
Bro
that.
spends millions of dollars on his video. Take the
No
30 seconds. You look like
way.
a lazy amateur, dude.
That's ridiculous.
No,
that is ridiculous.
I'll state my case. You look like a gym bro.
He is okay. I think a lot. Maybe it's just the content that I'm consuming on YouTube right now. But
Yeah, no,
everyone does that.
I've seen your subscriptions, bros. I'm not gonna get into it.
Sorry that I'm still a low ganger. Okay.
You are a low ganger. No more of that. Maverick merch is where it's at.
All right, I got another
the
topic for
hat.
us. This one's big for us.
Okay,
Siri joins the L Mount Alliance.
but we're not in the L mount.
No, but it's huge because that means they're moving up in the world of lenses.
Okay, I will say they are moving up big time.
Like that means they're one of 11 brands to be inducted into there.
I don't know how on earth they're turning out lenses so fast.
I don't know. But
They
like,
are.
when like they were like started as like this like what's it called, like starter, what's it called, Kickstarter
Yeah.
campaigns, and now like they could within like a couple years probably be a contending brand.
What I want to see from them is something that competes with the RE signature primes.
That would be huge.
If we can get something like that out of them that is a cinema grade level, like can compete with a lens that you can tune.
What they have going for them though is their blue streaks that you get from their anamorphic lenses.
Right.
I haven't seen another like manufacturer that gets it's the same price range as them that gets those beautiful streaks.
No. There's
They're either like
nothing in
different
the same
colors
price range.
or like weird, and like it's just to me it's all the aspects of anamorphic that I like. Like I like the what's it called when it's on the side and curved.
The barrel distortion.
I like the distortion of it. I like the streaks that it's giving me. It's a beautiful footage.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also bought crazy ones. So we bought the Venus 1.6 T2.9. Luke has the 35 mil, which we're on right now. I have the 75 and the 150 as well. And we could even get the 2X adapter and make it just wild.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna get that eventually as a little treat for myself. Maybe when I like buy a house. Or something.
Probably will end up buying up more of the lenses as well too.
So here's the thing: build quality, outstanding,
Phenomenal.
outstanding. I'm about to go on a photography trip tomorrow, like a camping photography trip. Only lenses I'm bringing for photography.
Which is an interesting move because that'll be an interesting like dimensions for photos, but
yeah. But have you seen my anamorphic photos?
They're great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I took it to one concert. I only got one good photo out of it, but it was the best photo of the whole show. So.
And here's the thing with landscapes, which is what I'm doing. You can slow down. You can take your time. You can get focused.
You know what would really help
so
you
perfect?
though?
A monitor.
A monitor.
Well, I'm shooting at f/16.
When is your birthday?
September 6th. It's way away.
If you don't have
but
one by then.
you have time to save up. That's funny. Honestly, the new Shinobi though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of
like,
looking.
it doesn't have like all of the effects that some of the others do, but it's like it's all you need. It's just a display.
Yeah,
monitor.
it de-squeezes at 1.5, not 1.6, but that's still fine. What you have is so hard for me to, because it's like buy once, cry once mentality, but also do I really need an external recorder?
I don't think mine was that much. It was like I got it on Marketplace. It was like $300.
No, there's no way.
I can figure it out. Let's see how much Marketplace charged me.
If you can find it on Marketplace for that cheap, I'll definitely buy one.
Oh wait, I think it might have been a little more actually because the guy was selling it and he was like in 2 towns away and I didn't want to go, so I was like, I'll literally pay you to mail it to me. So then I paid for shipping too, but I just did like 7-day shipping. Who cares? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, I need everyone's thoughts in the comments on monitors because a lot of monitor companies are getting big right now, like Feel World and Hollyland. They're on the come up.
The Indy 7 though, so the Indy HD. Oh gosh.
I don't know what
Hold
that
on,
is.
hold on.
Maybe we need to have a laptop on every episode
Yeah.
because this is actually so clutch. The Indy
The
film?
small HD. Indy
Oh
7.
yeah. Well, small HD
Dude,
is just insane.
It is. This is my dream monitor, but I don't need to spend $1,400 on it. But it's the best.
Here's
out
the
there.
thing: the only time that you're ever buying a $1,400 monitor is if you have just the most insane budget.
Yeah.
Does that have 3 SDI ports?
Yeah, it's insane. But like,
2?
it's like 4K display. It has like everything you could need. Like I
You
mean, I guess
don't-
mine does too. Mine has focus peaking, zebra
You
stripes.
don't even need 4K
That's
on
what
a
I'm saying.
monitor
You
though.
just don't need it. But it's beautiful.
That's
though.
literally so
The
absurd.
display in this screen is so nice.
I'm sure the like the nits on it are probably absurd. Are the specs on there for the amount of nits? It's like the brightness level, 1,000.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
crazy.
I don't know if that means anything.
like 10-bit color on the monitor.
That is probably
Yeah.
super nice. The thing, man. Okay, actually,
Yeah.
dang. I
Yeah.
can see why. I can see the market for that, like a $1,400 monitor.
And it's a recording monitor too, so you can record externally. So.
That is kind of nice. But at the same time,
Which I will say that
I'm not
when I
gonna be in
record
that
externally, it's because I'm on R6 too. It saves my camera from overheating because my camera is like so. Especially when you're shooting like I shot a wedding at 4K 60. So like, and I was using SD cards and SSDs. And whenever I was using the SSD, I could go way longer than I could when I was using my.
oh,
SD
definitely.
cards.
That I mean, that's no brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah. My only thing is, in the world of iPads. So, have you used your iPad as a monitor?
I don't even know. I guess you could, yeah, but no.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't? Okay. So, like, there's a new thing.
Wait, what do you use? Like USB-C to micro USB?
I don't know. Yeah, like a wireless transfer
Yeah.
thing. I don't know. There's plenty of options these days. With so many brands coming out with different options for everything, it's just making the market so competitive to a point where you can hand select your tools so well and never worry about anything again. Like
Yeah.
the Rode Pros.
I'll
I literally never have to worry
Yeah.
about filming audio ever
They're
again.
fantastic.
This bad boy right here, there's a reason it's called the H6 Essential Handy Recorder, because this thing come in handy literally every day.
Yeah.
I love this thing. I couldn't love 32-bit float more than...
32-bit float is like, for those people that don't want to get into audio editing like me as much,
Oh my gosh, so nice.
it's fantastic.
And, okay, I learned one simple trick from a little like broadcast audio technician. So basically, if your music is kind of too loud but you don't want to turn the gain down, you can just like cut out a little section and raise the dialogue in that section and cut the like music in that
yeah.
section with the EQ.
Yeah.
That sounds like so simple, but it makes such a big impact because then you get the tinniness out of the, or you raise the tinniness in the dialogue and bring the tinniness down in the music so that it's more like a crisper audio
Yeah.
file. Because if you notice, if you compare the audio, dude, honestly, there was a huge difference in the audio
Yeah, there was.
from last episode to this episode. When I was editing it in Premiere, I was like, sounds so different because I use, gotta give a shout out to Sonal, or I don't know, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
But they are a huge Sony audio competitor in a budget way. So like the same with Siri, where it's just you're paying literally dirt cheap prices and getting a near similar experience. I cannot recommend more if you're looking at getting like the Sony, I don't remember what they're called, but they're the professional field monitoring headphones that are like, you see everyone wear them in the studio. Like if you've ever watched a sound recording video, everyone has these headphones, and B&H gave them to me as a gift for $79. Like they're $79 headphones, and then I bought something and they gave them to me as a gift.
That is nice.
I will never not have those headphones on me ever again in my entire life. They're so good, they're so clear, and they're lightweight as heck. They're so good. All right, what other topics do we got? I'm nerding out too much.
Okay, we got this is like our last big one, but Viltrox released the 135mm f1.8 lens for the Nikon C mount. 1.8, 135 is crazy.
That is kind of nuts. That thing's got to be heavy.
And it's fully autofocus, which a Nikon for wildlife would be great.
Mm.
But yeah, and Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be. I guess 135 isn't that crazy for like wildlife actually, but what would you use a 135 for actually? Portraits?
I don't know. 135 is an interesting focal length because it's actually shockingly good for concerts.
Yeah, I says the low light's great.
Yeah. Well, so think about it. Like 135, if you're in the crowd at a concert,
That would be a good range.
peak lens.
Well, the thing I use my 70 to 200, and I can get the 135 in there.
Yeah, exactly. My question for all of you prime addicts out here, not talking about the drink, all you.
Oh, that would sponsor us. Come on.
I mean, if you want a Logan Paul sponsor, I'm down. So all you prime heads out there who are like, I will never touch a zoom lens in my life.
First of all, you're crazy though. That's like such a hot take.
It is a hot take, but at the same time, I think you're a better photographer if you use primes.
I get what you're saying, but I disagree because like
You know
you're
exactly
also,
what I'm saying because it
I
builds
get what you're
confidence.
saying, but that's like saying I'm a better videographer because I don't use a monitor. It's like no,
I
you
am
also just don't use.
Here's the thing, though. I am a better videographer
No,
because I don't
and
use
I
a
get what you're
monitor.
saying, but there comes a point where there's just like it's irresponsible too. You know, it's like
Irresponsible to use a monitor. Did you see my shots when
Yes.
we were shooting the same event?
no, I'm saying it's fine that you do that, but like what you could be like doing even better.
Exactly. It's
but you're
like
choosing not to by not investing. But like, that's like less than an example than like not using zooms because like it's a little bit different because you could choose to use a monitor, whereas they're like, oh, I will never make my life easier and I want to like, which is fine. I guess walk and use your feet, but
I think walking and use your feet is the best thing you can do for a starting off photographer.
for a starting out photographer,
100%.
But the people that are starting out photographer is not like, oh, I'm not going to use zooms because of that.
But my question for the audience is, you prime people, have you seen a sharpness difference?
Yes, if you look at the fine detail, maybe a tiny little.
So
bit.
like I will say when it comes to like say like what is it, the GFX100 RF, you will see that difference.
Yeah.
I really do think that. Like the Hasselblad lens, if I ever get a Hasselblad, I'm just gonna opt in for the Hasselblad lens that comes with it.
100%.
Whatever it is, like unless somehow I can mount an RE signature
Hasselblad
prime
just
on
like
it.
a glass, right?
I have no
pretty
idea.
sure.
Hasselblad is so far out of my reach that I don't even research it. Like I think the only guy that I know about Hasselblad from is that one. You know exactly who I'm talking about, but let me look him up on TikTok. Our notifications are going crazy
While he
right now.
looks that up, I do have to bring our audience an important message, and it really pains me to say it. But for those of you that have been following us for a while,
This guy, Anthony.
oh yeah, he's great.
Everyone knows who this guy is.
Yeah.
Anthony Gugliotta. Gugliotta.
He's like such a shorts guy. I've never watched a full video.
Oh,
of him.
dude,
I've
his
only seen
short-
shorts.
That's true. But he be popping, dude. Look at his
Yeah.
view counts. But yeah, blame Anthony. Shout him out. All right. Anyways,
For our audience that's been following us for a while, I have some unfortunate news. If you recall, maybe a month or two ago, we
got to chill out with the haze.
we were roasted
I'm
by
dying.
roasted by a Dune shooter.
Oh my gosh.
And as much as it pains me to say it, he has officially moved on to the Minecraft movie. And yeah,
Which jump of the century, may I add?
no fall off of this for Jason Momoa.
Not I
Jason
was
Momoa went from Dune to Minecraft with Jack Black.
I didn't mean fall off or rise up. I meant genre swap of the
okay.
century. Also, I'm finally convinced I need to watch Flow, that movie that you're
So
talking about,
good.
because I found out bro made that entire thing in a free software.
On Blender, yeah.
And that's why I will never let you touch the company camera if we ever get one. I will literally buy it with my money just so you aren't allowed to touch it. For audio
For those of
listeners,
you didn't see that because I don't think it showed up. I just dropped my laptop on the
straight
ground.
onto the floor. And if it was plugged in,
The charger's gone. I've done that so many
yeah,
times. But the charger usually saves it.
that
I'm
is
surprised.
literally concerning.
Okay, but my Flow letterbox review, no spoilers. I said, way better movie than I expected. Such a good wind down movie. Amazing sound. 4 stars.
So maybe I need to buy it on DVD because I love a good wind down movie.
It is
on
such a
DVD.
good wind down movie.
Okay.
It's like when I tell you.
You sold me, bro.
So one thing that I'm a sucker for is good like sound effects and
Oh my gosh.
what's it Foley artists. Like I love watching them. And whoever did it for this movie, because this movie like there's no dialogue, it's just animals. And so the sound, I will say some of the animals' noises really annoying. Whoever voiced those, respectfully, what the heck
Wait,
were you
voice
doing?
them? I thought they didn't have voices.
I don't know. Wherever you got the sounds from, maybe they're original animal noises, but like you'll just watch the movie. Like there's sometimes where like this one like sound keeps playing, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna like scratch my eyes out. It's so
Is it on
annoying.
purpose that it's
Yes.
that? Okay, there
Maybe,
you go.
But I don't know.
Is it a villain? Well, don't tell
No, I'm
me.
not gonna
I
tell
don't
you
want to
anything.
get spoilers.
But it is really great. For the story is like it's like it's hard to say like story because it's
Oh shoot! Our camera stopped recording like 20 seconds ago.
there was 6 minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the first episode that we get smoked out of our podcast. I think I'm in a Cody Co video with Maddie Smokes.
I'm cutting all that out.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh,
Maddie Smokes.
I just wet my pants. No.
Dude, so Cord and I have this thing where somehow every time he comes over and we film a podcast,
I spill water on my chair.
and it's the last water bottle in the fridge, so we always get one cold and one hot one.
And you got the hot one this
Well,
time?
this time it was actually
Dude, now my butt is wet. Like,
Oh,
actually,
that's a theme too in the podcast. Cord's
I
butt.
always wet my pants on this podcast. With water. I can't help it that you buy these water bottles and I can only open them with one hand because
I'm really curious if y'all heard that on camera. Roll it back.
you definitely did.
Like this.
Dude, that's disgusting. No. Okay, whatever. Just show them your lens diopters.
Oh, it's over there. Hold on.
Oh
So-
my gosh.
so-
Luke bought these.
So the thing is, with the Siri. Oh gosh.
Any anamorphic lens has
I'm
the
like
same
literally
problem.
in my underwear. I hope you can't see. I'm kidding. I have shorts. I have shorts.
Oh,
on.
okay.
There's really short shorts. But the with the Siri anamorphic lenses, they have like a minimum focusing distance of 3 feet, which is insane.
Okay, only the 35 mil does.
Oh really?
The other ones are a little better.
Okay. And so I basically the only way you fix that was with diopters, which sucks because it's like less quality glass, but you got to do what you got to do. And
But you know the other alternative is you can get like spacers, basically,
really,
and it doesn't degrade the quality.
oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, these basically magnify your image. So there's like a step up 1, 2,
Two.
4, and 10. This is the 10.
It's
It's a thick piece of glass. I'm so curious to see what it looks like.
Nerdy glasses.
Like, I wonder what it's gonna look like on a camera.
Here, unpackage it. I'll hold it up to it.
Put it, screw it on really quick, and my eyes are in.
Yeah. That would be crazy. So he
Don't
got
touch
these
it.
on Amazon for like $12.
$34.
Oh, I'm a liar.
Yep. He only lied because I lied first.
Yeah, Luke gave me misinformation on the price
Don't
on
touch the
accident. Okay, so you screw it on this way?
I'm
Okay,
assuming
here.
it faces this way, right?
No.
Yeah.
Look, the threads are right there.
No way it goes that way. It wouldn't screw in.
The threads are right there.
No, it's not. It's on this side.
Bro, they're right there.
Oh, so you're gonna screw it on that with this facing.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were saying the opposite. I was
No.
like, how thick
Okay,
are you?
Thicker than this. Hold the Zoom recorder. My baby.
Guys, this is
Alright,
a
guys,
live
grand
testing of the
reveal.
times 10 diopter.
These are 82 mil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay.
Super out of focus, but
You know what? It's okay. So
the
it does
quality
zoom
doesn't
in.
look bad at all.
Maybe it's a steal.
Maybe it's a steal. $34. What brand are these? Ultimax.
Ultimax.
Okay. Boom. Fun fact, I think I have a photographic memory or something
Slower,
because
man.
my ability to recall things
Yeah, that was good.
like that, like I looked at it one time when it was on the box. I
I
don't know.
It's a dangerous casing system because if you were to just like flip this open, dude, they're toast. Like
Maybe if you're you.
I am me.
Yeah, I know. That's why maybe, I don't know. I feel like we need a gear manager for Luke.
100%. Okay, so I have really been working on coordinized businesses, Google Analytics, and like Google stuff. It's like somewhat of a hobby of mine. Like usually people like would hate doing that. I'm like, dude, like it's like therapeutic for me to like listen to music and do that. Anyways, what we're gonna end up having to do was once we get enough clients, we're gonna have to like buy an office space just so we show up on Google Maps and it makes our business official, and that'll like help us in Google as well too.
Right.
And so I started looking at office spaces, even though we're not there yet at all. But like, there's some really nice places we could get in Dallas for like not that expensive, like $550 a month.
A month?
A month.
Dude, honestly,
It's one room, like tiny, both desks in one room. But like, hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Here's my thing. We're about to both get married.
Yeah,
Office space,
that's what I'm saying.
neighbors,
Yeah,
double bunk beds.
come on. It's all you'd ever want,
Yeah.
literally.
We could work together. We could hang together.
That's the goal one day.
We could eat together.
One day.
I get real tired of you.
You
real
want to
quick,
know what
I'll
else?
tell you that.
You want to know like my this is like when Corey and I talked about like he's good at the day-to-day stuff and I'm like the big dreamer. So I was like writing my short film yesterday and I just put it away and like I was listening to like instrumental music and basically sometimes I just get in these moods where I just like really just like dream like visions like of the future, which obviously aren't visions of the future, like probably will never happen. But I just saw a series that we were doing together of like, I don't know if I should share this on the internet, but I'm going to.
You can whisper the key parts.
No, it's okay. I'll share it. If someone steals this and it's successful for you, then I'll sue you for like defamation or something.
That would not be defamation. That would be intellectual property.
Intellectual property. So I'm gonna claim this on the internet right now. I saw
and
like
he works at a law firm.
basically I was taking like everything that we love doing and like music as well, and I just saw us like making like all of these like movie docs of like famous singers. It's like. And like my dream one we could ever do would be John Bellion. It's just called Bellion. And like Ben Rector, just call it Rector. Like Philip Phillips, call it Phillips. And like we used to like, or doing
you
series
already
of
have
these.
footage. You should probably get started.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I was like low key though. Like that's not good enough. Like honestly, the thing is, if we wanted to do it, we could do Philip Phillips. And like I think is we can't because we have full time jobs. Like we could totally like if we could take a season for like a month to tour with him, fully shoot the whole thing.
Right.
It could be so good.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know if I'll ever have time. I will because I'll do it one day. But oh my gosh. And I was like, if that one was good and then we could do it again and again and start raising money and like the sponsorships you can get from it, we can make decent money doing that. It would be so fun and awesome. Anyways, that's where my dream, my big head goes a lot. But
you want to know something that has been really driving me crazy? I think we touched on it last time. The amount of people who are just buying a camera is driving me nuts because I think all of them think it's the secret to financial freedom.
No.
And they're like, I want to quit my 9 to 5.
Financial jail.
So they're like, I want to quit my 9 to 5 so I can work less. And no.
You work more.
That's a lie from the devil.
We both work 9 to 5s and we do this and our business on top of it.
I think I work over 100 hours a week.
100%.
Every single week.
And you know like what happens is like I realized this the other day too is like I cannot watch TV shows because I'm a binger. So I've started watching movies instead because I can do that. Because when I come home, like I get off of work at 6, but the thing is when I still have at least 2 or 3 hours of work that I need to do for us when I get home after that. So it's like, and if I get into a TV show, I'm gonna binge it, and I won't do reels, I won't do podcasting.
Is that what you've been up to?
And I got hooked on a show and I finished it.
What show?
Hacks on HBO Max. It's fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Is that why you haven't been making reels this whole week?
Weeks ago, yes. This week I've been good.
No, you have been good for the past 2 days.
Yeah. But that's
Did you even make one today yet?
No, but I'm going to. That's what I'm saying. I don't have a TV show, so after this I'm going to. So I'm going to make stuff for the rest of the week. But also, like, movies are, like, more of, like, a fine art. So it's, like, I've been having fun. Like, I watched 3 Batman movies. The Dark Knight, fantastic. Yep. The Lego Batman movie.
Oh!
Goated movie.
Yes! The Lego Batman movie.
Yes. And then I watched The Batman. All, like, fantastic movies.
Yeah.
I was like, low-key, like, how has DC, like, been failing so hard when the Batman movies are so
popping off every single time? Will Arnett as Lego Batman.
Unbelievable.
Hilarious.
So they're making a second one, you know?
What?
Yeah, it's in production.
I still need to buy. I haven't bought the Lego Batman movie, but that was the one movie. I had an old roommate, and he had never seen like any movies, but somehow he had seen the movie Killer Bean. Do you know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh! For those of you who know Killer Bean, you know. So I made him sit down with me and watch the Lego Batman movie, and he loved it.
It's unbelievably good. I gave it, I think, 4.5 stars.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
What is going on outside? Is that dogs?
My dogs are barking. Here, this is my Letterboxd review on the Lego Batman movie. 4.5 stars. Not a typical kids movie. Really funny and great watch. Love all the callbacks.
I'm not gonna lie, your Letterboxd reviews are so lame.
I keep them so short because it's for me to know like the key 3 little short points, and the stars are what's important to me. So 3 stars means it's worth watching again. Anything below it's not, and then you get like a half star based going up from there from how good it is. So it's like the past 5 movies.
Was Heretic good?
3 stars. So it's like it was good, but like the lowest tier of like I would watch again.
Which one? Who acts in that? I forget. I forgot. Oh, that's the cult one.
Yeah.
I love cult movies.
It was really interesting because especially coming from a Christian perspective, he's basically anti. So he takes these 2 Jehovah's Witness girls, or Mormon girls.
Yeah, and like kidnaps them, right?
Yeah, basically. And he's like trying to convince them that God's not real, and they're like all religion is about control, and that all religion is the same. And like from a worldly perspective, his arguments sound good, but anyone that understands Christianity was like, oh, like that's like so stupid because like you're like twisting it, you know? And it's like even with my limited understanding of apologetics, I was like, dude, even I could take down your arguments. And like, but what sucks is like the average viewer probably doesn't get it, and they're probably like, oh, like he's making such good points. Like, yeah, like Christianity and Judaism and Islam can't be real. And you're just like, well, no, because there's so much more that corroborates it than what he portrays in the movie. And then the plot twist thing is crazy, and but
well, then it sounds like they did a good job writing it. If they can,
it was very well written.
The average viewer, if they can convince the average viewer that what they're saying is right, that means they did a good job writing it.
Yeah,
and I understand like heresy, obviously bad.
Yeah.
I don't have to say that, guys. We all know. But I mean, in a way, like when you're doing an art thing, like if what you're doing is so convincing that the average viewer is watching it and being like, oh, shoot, then you're doing a good job.
Okay. So for a short film that I'm producing that Court may or may not help me with, it's in works, I have something that's going to like be a problem that I need help figuring out how to do it.
I'm ready.
So one of the shots that's really important to it is like a shot of moonbeams coming in through the window in my room over there. So which means I'm going to have to get this light like on a ladder outside.
Yeah.
I don't know how many. It would be even taller than a ladder. Oh, I guess I could prop it up. It's gonna have to go all the way up.
I have like a 100-foot ladder.
Okay, so we might have to use that, and then I somehow like strap it to the ladder or something.
It's not that hard.
I don't know, dude. That's the only thing I'm kind of nervous. And I'm gonna have to do it in that room, and then another one. I'm going into this window too.
Who says we have to shoot it on the second floor?
It's like room specific in the script. Bedroom.
Tough. Yeah, we can make that happen.
But yeah, I'm really excited. Guys, I'm gonna be real. Like, it's the first short film. Like, it's not expected masterpiece, but it's gonna be decent enough to be a first one.
It's gonna be trash. We're gonna look back at it and
I genuinely, I think like yes, because like I'm probably gonna look back at it, and because it's also being shot in my house, I'll always look back and be like, oh gross.
Gosh, because remember, anything that's recognizable automatically.
But the hope is that someone in like Wisconsin won't recognize it at all, and they'll be like, oh, that's beautifully shot.
Yeah, Wisconsin. That's our target audience.
Yeah, Marcus
Mortensen's
Well,
friends.
The average viewer of the show has not seen my bedroom. At least I hope. Oh, they have in the
I was like, huh?
But not as much as you're going to in this film. But
yo. And that's all, folks.
But yeah, so Blender, how are we feeling? Have you been practicing?
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I did see this guy on Blender, and he was like 3 weeks of practicing in Blender. Bro made
draws a stick figure.
No, bro made the most.
Was it good?
Dude, unbelievable.
Oh,
and all the comments were like, yeah, maybe a 3-week render. like there's no way you've only been practicing for 3 weeks.
I wish maybe one day I'll practice and like try and learn it, because like I would love to make like flow, dude.
Okay, but here's the thing. So I think we really need to take Andre's advice and
specialize.
Yeah. I think we need to specialize.
Well, I said that is our problem, is like I don't know, like I love doing everything, and that's so bad. And like I need to like let people do stuff. I get that. But it's like also when you're starting out, you kind of have to, because it's not like I have a team that I can just hire and pay people a ton of money to do it. Like, no, I'm doing audio, I'm doing lighting, I'm doing camera work, I'm acting in the stupid short film, which I'm not going to actually be acting. We're not going to show any faces, but like, you'll see some hands.
You'll see some toes.
A little bit of toes.
No,
okay. I literally in the script it says has socks on. Oh, that's so sick. It's like a video game.
Bro, 3 weeks as an adult with 2 jobs, and bro cooked that.
There's just that one shot, though.
Yeah.
That is more reasonable than it's 3 weeks.
Oh, I don't really know.
But because, like, think about it. Like, he, like, focused on that one shot of just going in. But if he had done, like, a whole, like, short film, it would have been crazy. I've been like, so, you're goated, and you're going to, like, make the next Into the Spider-Verse.
Rip. I don't think we're getting another one of those.
Really?
Because that guy was a creep.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
remember?
About this.
So,
is that a song like I'm a creep? Radiohead or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no. Wait, sing it. Sing
I don't
it.
know how it goes.
No, sing it.
I'm a creep. How does it go?
Keep going.
That's all I know.
Oh, one more time for the audience.
I'm a creep.
Yeah, that was so far off.
How does it go?
I don't want to sing.
You have to go.
I don't want to sing.
I did it kind of. I wasn't.
Yeah,
even
but
really
mine's gonna be a genuine try.
Oh, you mean actually try?
Yeah.
And I genuinely don't know the melody. If you tell me the melody, I'll try.
I know the melody.
Is he screaming it like?
But I don't want to spoil it.
What?
No.
Okay. Should I play it? Copyright us?
We gotta move on.
Okay.
If I sing it, it will get copyright striked.
It can be so good.
That's gonna be my excuse.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Dude, I think we call it a day. I think this has been a banger episode. I think we leave it short.
We can, but
I'm happy with it.
yeah. I think
One last thing.
one more thing. Just
Our camera
this,
is gonna overheat probably.
This is literally just for a clickbaity reel.
Oh yeah, we can hit some clickbait
Yeah,
real quick.
some quick clickbait. Panasonic, I continue to like make my plea to you. Stop with the crop sensor lenses. I mean the crop. Let me restart. Panasonic, stop with the crop sensor cameras. Because someone the other day said they make full frame cameras, to which I said, great, I've never heard of them.
Yeah, great. They must stink.
Great, no one buys them apparently. Because all the Panasonic people
It's
are
true.
like, crop sensor's better, and I love crop sensor.
I love my IBIS.
Because the IBIS is in the video
Okay,
that it's getting.
Also, who cares if your camera? Okay, maybe we're not stopping this episode. Low noise, like low light performance, is not everything,
It depends on what you're shooting.
dude. Get some lights.
No, but like, okay, yeah. If you're shooting
What-
concerts, you can't really
What
control
on
that.
God's green earth are we shooting that is pitch black all the time?
Batman?
They liked it.
No, I'm kidding. I was like, because Batman's darkness, but
Yeah, but Batman, they're shooting it like 800 ISO.
I hope so.
They better be.
I actually was watching the Batman movie, and I was like, this has more grain than I remembered.
Well, that's on purpose. They probably added it,
Okay.
or they're like, like, you know, well, they also might have shot some of it on film.
Yeah.
But okay, I digress.
But I guess. Anyways, Sony, your lenses are still too expensive. Your cameras suck. I'm kidding. Your cameras are pretty great, but I'm
Your
not
cameras
switching.
Don't suck. Your colors suck. But there's no way for them
Like,
to fix it.
maybe
They're
if I
in
wanted to
2D.
shoot the Green Lantern movie, I'd use Sony.
Maybe if I wanted to shoot the orange movie,
Yeah.
annoying orange movie,
a
I'd
nice
choose
little
Sony.
teal and orange sunset.
No, because that is what you get. You get the worst skin tones ever.
It's just like death.
No, it literally like.
It looks like they're decaying in front of
Okay.
you.
I want to say this. If you look at our last episode, how natural did that thing look?
So good.
So
Which
natural.
I was surprised because these GVM lights usually make us look green.
Yeah, they do. So, well, I did grade the
Yeah.
Wazoo out of it.
Okay.
So, but I didn't really have to because Canon, like, I didn't touch the skin
Yeah.
tones. I just messed with the white balance and like the reds.
Yeah.
Sony, could spend years color grading Sony stuff. Even photos never would be as good as camera.
Never. Yeah.
Canon. It's
I will.
just
The
unfortunate.
closest is Fuji, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. Fuji colors are renowned.
They're pretty. They're
They are.
beautiful.
And that's like
They're like little pastel-y, pasty, like,
yeah.
you know.
Cut that out.
If you had to eat a camera brand, which one would you eat?
Bro, eat.
Again, I think it would be Canon or Fuji.
It would have to be.
Leica would taste pretty good too.
It would have to be Canon. Canon's cameras are very gummy.
Yeah, it would just like the biting of like the rubber handle would just be so nice.
It would be nice. Did your sister ever have Polly Pockets as a
No.
child?
Is that a camera brand?
No.
What is that?
It's a children's girl's toy. Polly Pockets.
I don't know what that is.
Bro,
Polly with a cracker.
I was just thinking like people used to chew on the clothes that came. The smoke just.
She's like,
It smells. It smells like a worship center.
dude, yeah, I feel like I'm on like a stage at a show or something.
I feel like I'm leading worship at Millennial Church. Jeez.
Dude, actually, I shouldn't. Anyways,
Don't dog on anyone.
I was going to.
This kind of tastes bad. I can taste it. It doesn't taste that bad though.
It's kind of nice.
It tastes like a little like a berry.
A little like a peach.
Peach to me tastes like sweat. Did I ever
Oh,
tell you that?
well, now you just ruined peaches for me.
Sorry.
Just like you ruined Big Red.
Wait, no.
It's not Big Red.
Okay, it is Fanta brand. I found that out the other day because
Oh
me
my
and
gosh,
Mitchell
oh my
went
gosh,
to Rosa's. It says on the
Let's
thing.
solve it once and for all.
No, it says Fanta on the thing.
Okay. What is Rosa's red? Dang it. What is Rosa's red at Rosa's Cafe? Where'd ChatGPT
Show the
go?
AI answer. AI overview.
Not available for the search.
What?
Oh.
Dude. We're wasting time.
I'm on the menu at Rosa's, and this is very valuable information. Like, this is more important than anything we've talked about the whole podcast
I'm sorry,
episode.
all you camera people.
Like, go away. Get off the podcast. Like, this is life-changing
this
information
is for
here.
us.
Come on.
All right, dude.
Rosa's is loading.
I'm about to turn the camera off.
No, like, they need to know.
No, you need to know. What if we leave it as a cliffhanger? Rosa's Red is...
We got it. Okay, wait. Barks Root Beer, Cherry Cola.
It's not going to tell you anything.
Yeah, it is. Cherry Cola, cherry.
No,
Because
it's
maybe it
not.
won't say Rosa's Red. It'll just say Strawberry Fanta. Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper.
Bro, they have so many drinks.
Dr. Pepper. Fanta Orange, Fanta Strawberry.
Fanta Red!
What is Fanta Red?
I don't know. I think it is actually their own thing. I think you're right.
What is Fanta Red? It doesn't taste like strawberry. A few different flavors of juice, including Fanta Red. Wait, no, okay. I'm going to go Reddit. Okay, this is it.
We're on Reddit. This is how in deep we
It's
are.
similar to the soda Big Red,
There you go.
but it's not. It's not, though.
So it's Fanta branded Big Red.
Yeah, I think so.
So are you still sad?
No, it's different, right?
Yeah, but it's still Big Red pretty much.
It's
But you were like, I don't like Big Red.
Strawberry Fanta's better, I think.
No, yeah, everyone can agree.
Well, that's been today's episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Also, I'm going to have to re-normalize the audio.
So
'cause
next
we
week's
yelled-
episode is going to be like, brought to you by Fanta Red.
I hope so. Fanta.
Come on.
I love
Rosa's,
it.
honestly, you want to
Bro.
sponsor us, dude?
We'll come back and do an episode every week.
Every week at Rosa's Cafe, dude. I'll stuff my face full of your enchiladas.
And your tortillas.
And honey.
Okay, that's all. See ya.
Can you imagine if we brought the smoked ninja to Rosa's?
We just like leave it all over the table.
We just like put it in the corner and we have the remote going and everyone's like, what is
We're like
that?
putting it on our enchiladas.
Just in the
Okay.
tortilla.
We gotta go.